Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I've been working on a few new things with my new mannequin kit. I have a couple of them in the shop and I've been playing around with the graphics. So I thought I'd show you what I've made, and I will also show you how to make these little ephemera pieces, which are really very easy. And so I will show you that. Right now I'm going to show you, these are bag sets that I made. This is a paper bag that I made. If you don't know how to make a paper bag, I have a video below that shows you a very easy way to make your own bags. I added a little bit of a netting handle on this one. This one's the bigger one, and it measures 5 by 6. And then I made a couple smaller ones, and they measure 4 by 5, about an inch smaller. And these will be available in my Etsy shop. And these are the mannequin graphics that I have for sale in my shop. And then in each bag, I'm going to put these ephemera pieces, which are really nice in a journal. And I will show you that in a minute. So they each get 2. I can't see what my camera is doing, but I hope it's okay. Let me see. And, okay. I know I got a big shadow here, so I'm trying to stay out of the shadow, but don't know if that'll work. And then I also made an envelope journal. And I didn't intend it to be a big journal. That's why the envelopes are small. But it did end up being kind of full, and I used coffee dyed envelopes and some wedding gown buttons and some trim that I dyed, coffee dyed and RIT dyed. Actually, I had a bunch of blue appliques on my desk where I work, my table, and I had a cup of coffee, of course, and I spilt the coffee when I went to go reach for the glue. And it went on my already dyed blue appliques, but that was okay because it kind of came out and it kind of looks good with this mannequin set that I've done. And these are envelopes, so they open. Each one of them opens. I think there is one that does not open. I didn't put anything in the envelopes yet. Don't know if I will. And this is another one of the mannequins in the set. There are 8 mannequins in this mannequin set, or corset set, dress forms, whatever you want to call it. I call it mannequins. And then I also have a corset and sewing kit, which you'll see on my site as well. And then I made this page and put the word mannequin and a little mannequin in a French for a receipt with a pocket here. And then I made some pretty background paper. And this one I just kind of loved. This was a very elaborate applique, and I'll never use the whole thing, but I love to cut things up. So I cut it up and I added a button, and I put the word buttons on there. And this is a pretty mannequin here with a dress on, another envelope opening. And then over here, this is for the diva, and I decorated that. And then this is a flip out, and I put a little sample piece of lace over there. I put this on with washi tape, and this is an ad that I made to go this is in my other corset kit. It's part of a page set that I had made, and you can also envelope opening there. This is also in my other kit as a half of a page. It's not in this mannequin kit. And I just put some fabric and lace and a little pretty flower and the word pins, and I put a couple of old pins in there. And here's more mannequin, and I put sample in case it was like a sample fabric that somebody wanted to look at. You could put it in here, put the name, the cost, the price, when it was purchased. Now these look pretty old, I'm going to say 40s, 50s. That was my idea, but I love the tulle, the netting. I love the satin flowers, and they're all aged, so that's why I put them like that. And then I added some black lace with some roses at the top. And then over here, this is also part of the other corset kit that I have out. And it's a flip out, and it says measure. And I was just playing around with this. I wasn't really serious about making a big journal. Excuse me, my throat is dry. It's really hot out today. I should have brought some water with me. And this is a little girl, young lady, not a little girl, trying on her corset and looking at herself in the mirror. Okay, and then this is another page, and this there is pocket here, and then a pocket here with another receipt with a dress form on it. And then here I made a old pattern ticket, tag, whatever. And I made a lace pocket to go there with some lace netting bow. And then this is the last page. And it was so funny because the day I started this, the next day, I went to Goodwill and I found this gorgeous dress. All lace, all this color, lots of scallops. So I bought it. It was really reasonable. And it goes perfectly with my images here. So, in fact, this is some of the scallop and the flower off of that dress, and I have a lot of it. And these are what, 2.5 by 3 pieces of lace, coffee dyed. This is some netting up here that I gathered, rusty pin, some flowers, you know, fabric applique from a wedding gown, and I put a little gem in the middle. And this bag has one of these. I've had these flowers forever. I decided I wanted to use it, and I thought the color went really well with the mannequin's dress and the whole entourage there. So I put it on, and these are wedding gown appliques. I didn't do anything to them because they're aged naturally. I didn't have to do much at all with them. So, but I just made the bag. And here's a couple more with some dangling flowers, coffee dyed applique. I left the pearls on this one. These are tags that I have in my shop. I think there's a set of 4, and they're my favorite. And so, but I've only got 4 of them that I liked that came out. I did 10, and I only like 4. So they're in my shop. And this again is just on lace folded in half, and I will show you how I did that. Then here is the large envelope again, wedding applique, very vintage wedding applique, and this flower again, which I've had forever, these flowers. So I wanted to use them on something, and to me they look aged. They look, you know, they go with this. So, and a lace handle. Couple more ephemera pieces out of lace, coffee dyed, and I put pink lace behind over that. I put pink lace over that behind the picture, and all I did was rip up the pictures. I made them 2 inches long, and they're about 1.5, 1/6 wide, and they fit on a 2.5 by 3 inch piece of lace very nicely. And then I add trim and applique, rusty pin. Here I added a little bling that happened to be on my desk, and I liked it, so I used it. And then this is the last bag, and it has the wedding applique as well, and the handle. So those will all go together. They will be available in my shop, and I will show you how I did the ephemera pieces. But first of all, I want to let you know that if you're in my Facebook group, I have a Friday freebie for graphics every week, and this is the graphics that's available in my Facebook group this week plus whatever has already been up there, you're welcome to come and get. If you'd like to join my group, I have a link below, and you can join that. Also, this is in my group for free as well. It is a fabric trim sampler, and I've given out, I just put a button on some seam binding and tied it. Thought it was pretty good. These are my designs, and inside are some fabric samples that you can, this one's coming off. Oh, that's where that went. I picked up a little, do I have it? No. Well, I use double-sided foam tape so that when I want to change this, I can change it, or if I want to use it, I can pull it off and use it. I do not glue my trims down to the paper because I don't want to. and a lot of times when we're journaling, we only use little tiny pieces. So it's nice to be able to pull some of our favorite trims out and take them off and cut them up and put back what's left, and then we know where they are. Well, most of us do. I don't know. Okay, so, and that's the back of it. So this is what it looks like in the front, and this is available for free in my Facebook group. And the inside I've made kind of plain. There is lace here and then a border on the top and the bottom so that you can decorate that any way you want. Oh, and this is one other notepad, scrappy pad I made out of my corset and sewing kit. This is one of the corsets in there. And all I did was cut it out and add some trim along the bottom and some pink trim. And then I just put in a few pages, decorative pages you can write on the back. But these were on my table that I've been working on. And I wanted to have some lace hang out, so I did that. I just added that piece, and I think it looks nice. And so there's a few pages in here. And what I did was I actually did, I don't know if you can see it, double-sided foam tape. I made the front and the back as one piece, and then I stapled these pieces together, and then I stuck the foam tape on the back and made this the lid, so that when I'm done with this, if I were to write on this to keep this in my purse or next to my nightstand, whatever, and I'm done writing on it, I can take it off very easily, put it away, and add another tablet. That's a very nice way to keep things, if you're working on something and it's pretty and you like it, and you don't want to, you know, necessarily destroy it or just put it away and never see it again, but you want to keep using it, that's a very good way. Use your double-sided foam tape, and I recommend the dollar store tape because theirs is cheap, even though it works very well. But you can pull it up. It's not like a real sturdy glue or strong glue, so you can pull it up. So, and of course, I have the challenge going on in my group. If you like lace, I have a big challenge for some blue lace and white lace, off-white lace, some beautiful appliques, voile, white lace, blue lace. Like I said, this is in, there's a challenge going on in my group, and whoever wins the whole box. So I won't send it in this box because this is my giveaway box, but I will send it in a box and you will get it. Now let me look at my camera, see if I got enough time. Okay, I think I got enough time to show you pretty quickly how I made these little pieces here. They're really very easy. And you can get as decorative as you want or as simple as you want. But I make them a lot because I enjoy it. They're fun to take pictures that you've got left over and do something with them. And there's that little pink thing. Okay, so first of all, this is two pieces. It's one piece of lace, but I folded it in half, and it is 2.5 inches wide, and I folded it. It was 6 inches long, and I folded it in half. So now it's 2.5 inches wide by 3 inches. And that's what these are here. And then what I do is I decide which side I want for the side. Okay, and I want that side. And I also decide what picture do I want. I've got these little pictures left over that I didn't use. And I don't know. I like this pink one. Let's go with the pink one. And what I was thinking of doing was putting some, yes, I think I will. I'm going to put some trim on the bottom. I always put a trim on the bottom and on the top. Make it simple. You got a little recipe there so you know what to do every time. I'm just using hot glue for now because we're on camera and it works really fast. Otherwise I use fabric tack. I really like fabric tack. It glues nicely and it's not too thick after it dries. And hot glue sometimes. Okay, so I've got that. Where'd the picture go? I'm going to keep putting the picture there so I know about where I want to put the trim. Okay, and then I always put a trim at the top. Let's see, am I going to bring this down? I don't know. I'll just put this trim at the top. And then I'll trim that off. And you have to have nice sharp scissors. Okay, I need a new pair already. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Maybe I'll put that, yeah, I like it under there a little bit. So I'm going to glue it. I'm just going to tack it down for now. And then what am I going to do? Well, I've got things like this that are coffee dyed appliques, and you could always do something with them. But I think it's just a little too big. Yeah. I also have some tatting. And I have an old, oh, I like the rose. Coffee dyed rose off of a wedding gown. I think I'm just going to stick that right there. And then I always like to add a rusty safety pin at the top. And I actually do pin it in. I think that's my hardest part, is to getting the pin straight and where I want it. I hope it comes out. If not, I can always move it. Okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. And then what I like to do is just add a little flower or something under the pin. Or, oh, I wanted, where is that? Oh, darn. I had something else. I was going to put a little, oh, here it is. Ah, yeah, okay. I found it. I like this idea of putting a little piece like that there. And then, now where'd that flower just go that I had? There it is. Okay, I'm taking the pin back out. Hope I'm not running out of time here. I'm going to pin this, I'm going to glue this here. And I'm going to glue this here. I could also glue the tacky glue, but I'm not, or the tatting, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to move this down a little bit so that it's spaced right. Okay, so there you go. That's one that's already that's done. It didn't take long at all. Let me give you zero in on it for you. So you have your two pieces of lace glued together. I always use my fabric tack up here and glue it in the bottom. And you could glue the sides. And then a trim along the bottom. And then you decorate that trim with something, like here I put the pin down here, and here I put some pearls on, and here I put a couple of flowers instead of one. And then I always put a trim on the top, and I like to try and do something, you know, either in the pin or on the side. And here I've got the side. So there you have it. Okay, so thank you for stopping by, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.